Hello fan, welcome to the next one. Today we unbox an Asher from Asher. Oh yeah. Alright, got the nice Asher case. And we got the beef jerky. And okay, a little bit of a power surge there. Yeah, empty case. Okay, where was I? How about that? I've already opened this. I've been playing with it. It's a good one. Definitely happy with this. This is the WharnEDC, if I'm not mistaken, and according to the website, the Asher WharnEDC. We're talking M390, stonewash blade, thumb studs, fuller, Wharncliff, aluminum scales, liner lock, captive pivot, aluminum backspacer, and a wire pocket clip. So let's have a look at, oh, it's a couple lights here. So let's go ahead and get these back on here. That's what happened. Okay, interesting. And I'm not going to re-record this because I tore the package. All right, that was weird. Okay, so there was a storm outside and something happened. I don't know. There was a flash. I lost half my lights, but they're back on. Okay, cool. Back to the knife. The WharnEDC. Let's see. We're talking steel pivot. Those appear to be titanium thumb studs. Again, some magnetism on the pocket clip. I think it might be. Yeah, okay. So we have steel hardware. And can't tell if I'm pulling the pocket clip. Yeah, it's pulling on the pocket clip. Okay, so that's steel, some kind of a steel. And it's interesting because it does look like it's titanium, not steel. So they did a brushed kind of nickel finish. And the thumb studs definitely are not catching. Yeah, they're not catching at all. There we go. Oh, the liner. How about the liner? Interesting. That's catching. So we got a steel liner. Okay. Again, we have aluminum scales. Nice diamond mill pattern. Diamond milled. Yeah, it's grippy, that's for sure. Beautiful liner lock nested in there. Nicely done. Nice sharpening choil. Full flat grind. All the way up. And beautiful stonewash finish. And the M390 on the blade. Captain pivot, looking like a T8. And looking like that might be T8 all around. Let's find out. We are T8. T8 on the body. T8 on the pocket. T8 all around. No complaints there. Cool. So this definitely has that Douglas type feel. So definitely snappy. Action is amazing. Like every Asher knife, the action is just on point, left and right. Liner lock, so no block, which I love. The Douglas. So not quite the full choil, but it is a full grind. Whereas the Douglas is a very high flat grind. And yeah, so length to the Douglas, not quite Actually, I mean, it should be about the same length because he seems to do all his knives the same length. And I'll tell you in a second when I figure out where my measuring tape went. It's not here. Okay. Guessing one of my kids took it. Or I use this somewhere else? Yeah. Okay. Well, according to the website, the WharnEDC is going to be, I'm gonna guess 7.4 inches, and the website says 7.4 inches with a closed length of 4.2. You know, every one of these, let's just line this up on the butt. 7.4. Every one of these is 7.4 inches. Everyone should come to this line here, this line, and, well, this line. So it's marked at 7.4. Did we line these up correctly? Looks like they're lined up correctly. From the side, they're all butted to this line. So you have an overview, so it looks like they're sticking a little bit past. I assure you, from my angle, it is lined up there. And the Douglas tie is definitely longer. So it's interesting. So the Douglas tie says .4. So all of his knives always say 7.4. But as we can see, that blade is just a hair longer, which is longer than this one, which is longer than this one. So I'll get a measurement from there and we'll figure this out. Okay. The Acuto. Let's see where the Acuto comes in. We're going to line that up right there. And Acuto is just ever slightly longer, but not quite as long as the Douglas tie. So there we go. All Asher's knives together in one family picture. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we have the Acuto with a nice fuller and thumb stud, very much like the WharnEDC, which does differ from models like the cross tie with a nice thumb hole, and about every other Asher with a thumb hole. And I'll make videos on all these. Okay. So all the Asher knives are usually in the 7.4 range. They're all about the same length. So far, everyone I've seen. Everyone according to the website. And we're going to bring out the G10 Spyro. I think it's a Spyro. G10, which is very, very reminiscent of the flagship Spyro that started, which is going to be more like this one. I think this was my first one with the deep carry clip, full titanium, drop point at 7.4 inches. So all the Asher knives are in this range, which I love. It's a perfect EDC range, great for shorts, great for jeans, nice and slim, easy to carry. Let's get back to this one. Okay, so this does not have a full deep carry clip. As you can see, it is not going to. So in some of the older models, the pocket clip went over the edge, just like that. And like stamp clips all are extra deep carry or very deep carry, whereas the wire molds are typically just a deep carry. This one is different. Even on the carbon fiber, you'll see that is a deep carry. And some of the more recent carbon fiber G10, deep carry, WharnCliff, deep carry. This one is not deep carry. The G10 is even a deep carry. Oh no, this is more like the G10. So the G10 is not quite a full like deep carry. This is going to be more along the lines of the aluminum. So they're going to be, I mean, fairly deep, but not like full deep or concealed or extra deep. So as you can tell, I do like my Asher knives, and with this one, it's something unique, something different. I'm only interested in the liner locks. I do not buy the crossbar or any frame lock, only liner lock. So this one is nice. It is very thin, as you can see. I'll line this up. Red view. Here we go. We're talking a body. Zeroed. A body thickness in the handle of 0.4035. 0.4. Yeah, it's never going to be the same. I have that tape on there to keep from scratching. So it's 0.4 and ish. Spine, we're going to come in at 0.090. And at the tip, we're going to be 0.0245. At the edge, kind of like right behind the edge, 0.0095. Very thin, nice and slicey. Okay, let's get a weight on this thing. Grams, 72.2 or 3 or 1. 72 grams, how about that? And then on this side of big bottle of water, big body of water, let's get some ounces here. 2.55. I'm going to show you I'm not lying. Extremely light. It is extremely light. Now to compare that to some of the other models, like the carbon fiber has a weight of 3.16, and the titanium is 3.90. The more recent cross tie, 3.99. And let's just go a throwback to the old Spiros, 3.8. Again, these are all liner lock. So having a weight coming in at 2.55 gives me vibes of something like the Ferrum Forge. Stinger. Pretty sure if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. 2.85. 2.85. Finger choil in the blade, nice and thin, like a channel, like a, yeah, I guess it's fuller, excuse me, not choil. The fuller is more like a channel. It's not so much a thick fuller and not a hole. So yeah, very light, very slim, much like a bug out, which is going to be up here. So you compare it to the bug out. This is a heavier bug out. This is not the Grybery. This is the aluminum, 2.54. I know the Grybery was lighter, and I got rid of it because I just didn't like it. Don't really care for the aluminum one either. So, head to head against the bug out. There's your thickness. Very similar. There's the height. And length. So, is it a bug out killer? I don't know. Is the bug out still alive? is it dead? There we are, pivot to pivot, up against the bug out. It's definitely in that range. If you are looking for you like that range, then this one is going to be for you. Or if you're an enthusiast, collector like myself, this one is definitely going to be for you, especially if you're a Asher enthusiast, because you can't go wrong with any of his models. And I say that because I would take any. I mean, if someone gave me a crossbar, I'm not going to turn it away. Here we are against the Model 6. Keep this one kind of simple. Here's the WharnEDC. Let's bring out a pair of 3. Definitely the pair of 3 range, 4 carry, and length. The PM2. The 80-20.5. The Titanium Arcade. The Tenacious. Of course, my Gale Bradley 2. Because of its size, I kind of figured it would be fitting to give it a comparison to the LC1. Just slightly longer. Which is a great Spyderco if you like the Tenacious. And we're going to wrap it up with the QSP Penguin, just because it's a WharnCliff. Okay. Well, no video mine will be complete if we don't have an appearance from Ida, the Everyday Axe. There we go. Blade to blade, edge to edge, and handle to handle. Ida has won the handle and lost everything else because it's a freaking axe. Alright, so if you liked it, if you got yourself one, awesome. Right now they're sold out. He's been doing a good job of getting these back in stock. Crazy enough, like right now there is a Douglas available on the website. Today is July 8th, and you know, these are definitely sought after. So that's cool that there's one available. I just kind of pop through the website every once in a while and look for his email updates. So always good to see when there's knives being restocked. Someone jump on that if they haven't already when this video is premiered. If you like what you saw, give me some of that YouTube loving, and we'll meet again in the next one. Well, you'll see me in the next one. I won't see you. You'll see me.
I made you a logo.
I love it, buddy, but you gotta sign it.
MR knives, Jack.